Hello, everybody. Hello. Yes, the pup is back there. Put that right there. Over here too. Okay, and then I have a sandwich. But I'm gonna eat my sandwich anyway. Little assorted tiny bristle brushes, right? So I've got like little tiny pink ones, whatnot. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna be working on a project. I'm not doing that right now in this. Hi, Anj. How are you? So today I got my new bed set to go with my new bedroom set. If you guys didn't notice, I am moved, so I'm back downstairs. We just finished doing all of Sarah's stuff upstairs, so she's got her new futon and everything. She's been wanting a futon for, I can't even tell you guys for how long. We finally got the futon today. Like, it has taken us forever to find like the right one. And so we got that today for her. This bed, by the way, is very tall. So the fact that you can see him, like his back above the bed, says a lot. Tobias, what are you doing? So his dog door's right on this side, but he's in for the night. So I've got, well, he can go out to the, like outside, but he's blocked into that space right there on that side of the bed so that he can't go run through the house right now. The baby's in bed. And so we need him to chill out. He's a bit spastic. Yeah, you're just a bit of a spaz. What are you doing? Hey, don't chew the bed. Tobias. Don't chew the bed. We're doing good. So today we went shopping. Got a few things that we've been needing to get. Just been waiting for getting a few other things done. But anyway, so I got this new set for my bed, which I'm really liking a lot. And then I'm working on a paint project for my aunt. And I did a beach painting for her. Oh gosh. I did a beach painting because I wanted to try my hand at a beach painting. And I liked it a lot, but I knew how much my aunt loves the beach. Like, she loves being able to just go on a beach vacation. Oh, we're doing great. So I gave it to her. I gifted it to her. And she messaged me the other day, and she was like, hey, you know that painting you made for me? Can you make me an even larger one, just a bit different? And so I sent her some ideas, like some things I can pull from idea-wise, which like I had a great idea for. And so I said, well, send me a picture of your shower curtain that you're talking about so I can kind of color match. And so she sent that to me, and I went through a bunch of different things and pulled some ideas for her, and she picked exactly what she wanted, kind of the idea I was going to go with. And so I got the large canvas, and today I went and picked out the paints. I went and got a huge pack of the sponge brushes. I'm really excited about these, the rollers. I have been wanting these sponge rollers for forever. Joseph, hey, how are you? Having a batch of seizures. Oh my gosh. Man, that sucks. I'm really sorry about that. So I got these, and I've been using this brand of paints. I'm not a fan. I've been trying to like different ways of using it. I'm just not a fan of it. It says permanent acrylic paint. You can wash these right off of the canvas. So if you don't seal the painted canvas, the canvas can be washed clean, which is super annoying. You're still walking. See, that's awesome. Also, we got some other things I'll show you guys in just a minute. But paint sponges, absolutely needed. Then I got all of my paints. So I'm gonna try, these are actually from a lot of people. I got a lot of good recommendations from people that I know personally that paint. So I bought, they're called Apple Barrel matte colored paints. I think I got all of them in matte. I did. So I got all the matte colored paints because I wanted the matte color so that when I put the varnish on it, the varnish will give it its shine. That way I don't end up with something that looks, what's the word I'm looking for? You know, like when you take like an actual, like you print out a photograph and you get that glossed look? We don't want a glossed look. We want a shined, finished look. I would, like I said, I'm doing commissions, so I don't do them for free. So, because it costs money to buy this stuff. Hi, Paige. How are you? I'm doing, me person doing good. How are you? So we ended up getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 new paints today. Don't be chewing that bit, Tobias. But one of the ones I needed, absolutely needed for the paint job I'm doing for her, because we're doing a really beautiful beach theme with really dark, beautiful crystal water, was cobalt blue. And they didn't have, like, they had this one, they had the bright blue in the smaller bottle, but they did not have the cobalt blue in the smaller bottle. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, how different these two blues are. So you've got this one here, and then you've got this one. Oh, there you go. You can see the color difference now. So I needed this one, the cobalt, and then this one is a bit lighter, but we needed this darker blue. And I didn't want to have to take this and try to add black to it or a gray to it to get the darker, because I would lose the pop of color that this one has. So I was really happy that I was able to find that. So we got the cobalt, and then of course we've got the Caribbean blue, which you need this for your closer water that's going to have more of a crystal clear look. So yeah. Do you have Etsy? I don't have Etsy right now. I haven't set up Etsy just because I'm not like, I haven't set up a shop yet. So right now I'm just trying my hand at doing stuff for close friends and family. That's awesome. Happy birthday to your friend. And so we're working on that. And I did like a cardinal sin type thing that is the worst thing you can buy to have in a house. But I kind of need it because there's stuff that I need to be able to give a sheen and shine to on another project I'm working on. So this is in its own bag. I'm going to keep the bag around it. Glitter. I bought glitter for the paint project I'm working on. It's already got glitter all over the place in here. I am trying not to let that get everywhere. Hi, Mommy. You can come as long as we. Oh yeah. Don't let your cat come running in. Which one?
The one that has all like the different things on it.
It would be in the drawer in the bathroom. I haven't moved anything out of there. No. So
Whatchamacallit.
You can't go in here. You're freaking the damn dog out. Sorry, guys.
You asked for the cobblestone on it, so.
Yeah, I know. I put it back in the bathroom, so it would be in the bathroom. If it's not in there, I don't know where it's at right now. It might be in that bathroom. You can just go through that way. And then this door's already closed. You're on a new adventure this year. Oh, see, that would be awesome. Yeah, I hear you there. But also today, Sarah and I did get our silk caps today. So, got my silk cap today. We're going to give this a try. So tonight I will brush my hair through. I will braid my hair, my cap on. We're going to see how that does. I have been having my hair break really bad. My hair is also getting really knotted now that it's longer and much more curly. Like today I straightened it and put it in a ponytail because it got so knotted last night. When I got it this morning, I had a really hard time brushing it out. So, and of course, as you try to brush it when it's super knotted, you start breaking the hair. And it takes forever to pick knots through. So, I can't with his face. He does that face, like this derpy looking face when he's like staring at things. It's super funny. But yeah. So we got quite a few things in the works right now. So yeah, we've had a busy, what baby? You found it? Okay. We've had such a busy couple weeks, but this past week I got really sick. And let me tell you guys what. I learned a really valuable lesson. Don't drink too much water. Apparently that is something you can do. Now I've heard about it before. I think I've talked about it before. I have personally never done that before, but apparently I drank too much water and I, what they call, flooded my kidneys. And it made me very sick. we thought for sure I was gonna get put in the hospital. I couldn't walk, couldn't see, I couldn't like pick my head up, couldn't sit up. The dizziness that came with it was terrifying. I couldn't even get up to like sit up to go to the bathroom or anything. I had to have assistance to keep me from falling off of the toilet. I couldn't like walk. I was like having to like lay on my stomach and like make my way around if I needed to get somewhere. But Sarah was such a trooper and she really was there for me. But yeah, very, very scary experience, and a lesson well learned. Don't drink too much water. I ended up, because I have my my circle, and because I'm always so busy during the day, I'm always go, go, go. I just, as soon as I start to get low on it, I just refill it. And I just keep drinking at it. And that thing is 24 fluid ounces. And with it being 24 ounces, I'm just sitting there drinking, and I'm probably drinking about 4 or 5 bottles worth of that water a day. That's too much water, by the way. That's way too much water for anybody to be drinking. When you calculate 8 8-ounce glasses, you know, you're looking at what, 64 ounces of water? And I was over here drinking somewhere around 100 and something ounces of water a day. So way more than necessary. And I was drinking like well over 120 ounces of water. After about 3 days of my stupidity, it caught up with me and I got really sick, and it was very scary. I had to stay away from all liquids for roughly 7 hours for my body to flush everything through, for my kidneys to finally clear out what I had in my system. It was crystal clear urination. Not good. Not good. Should never be so clear that it looks like water out of the tap. That's just not good for you. And so, yeah, that was very scary. I'm laughing because McDonald's is new. It's called WcDonald's. I don't know why, but that's what McDonald's' new thing is. I don't know what's going on, but okay. I like how it says my self-side one. But I'm going to try that today. I got a quarter pound, what's it called? A quarter pounder deluxe, I think is what it's called. It's the newer burger. Oh, that looks horrible. I don't know, that doesn't even look appetizing. That looks gross. But we were so busy that we were like, let's just run by the McDonald's on the way home. But also, like I was saying, varnish for my paint project when it's all done. So also by the way, the glitter is for an oil painting that I'm doing. So I'm not exactly sure how that's gonna come out, but it'll be my first time. I'm waiting for a couple of... Hey, what are you doing? Tobias, what are you doing? Hold on. This is why we don't do that. What are you doing? You bit yourself, didn't you? Again. Yeah. If you wonder what he just did, he bit himself. So he gets caught up in chewing on his bone that he has. And it's like one of those bones that's supposed to help with like keeping their teeth clean. It's not one that they can eat. It's just a hard bone with grooves all over it, and it's meant to help with their teeth. But he'll hold it with his paws, and he'll get going real crazy with it, and he'll bite his own foot. That's like the 3rd or 4th time he has done that since giving him that bone in the last couple days. So, yeah, not the brightest dog in all of existence. He's gonna go back and chew on it some more. I'm telling you, some days I wonder about him. Oh, why do I hear you breaking something? What are you breaking? Well, if you would stop doing that, you'd stop hurting yourself. Quit doing that. Okay. I knew he was going to break that one piece off of that toy. Anyway, so yeah, we've been using these. Not a fan of it. I'm I've tried all kinds of different ways, but this stuff is so thin that even if you don't like dilute it or whatever, like when I try to make this pourable, so I add a pouring medium in it, it makes this stuff almost where you can't see very well. Like it doesn't show up very well. It just thins it too much. Even when you're painting with it straight up, just like straight up with this color, it doesn't come out very good. It's like you have to layer it no matter what. And I don't want to have to layer a bunch of acrylic. I want to be able to put the paint down and know that that's the paint color I'm going for, instead of having to layer, then layer, then layer. So that can be frustrating. I just did a painting for Sarah the other day, and it actually came out pretty cute. She wanted one of the flowers that I learned how to draw. This one flower. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. No, that's not what I wanted. I learned how to draw this one flower back when I was a kid, and I've seen other people drawing it as well recently, and so she wanted me to do the same thing for her, and she was like, Mom, please draw me one of those. And so I drew her, I painted her one on a really large canvas. So as you guys can see right there, I did this really large painting on canvas. I also ended up giving her this dirty pour painting that I did, which came out really, really nice. This is kind of more of a close-up of the painting for this one. As you can see, the background has kind of got these swishes of paint in them. So it's like a kind of like a just kind of a feed, like I don't know what's the word, kind of like brush stroked white mixed into the blue to give it this more like smudged out blue look in the background. But it goes really good with like the theme of her bedroom, so she really liked it. And then this is kind of the color scheme I'm going for the picture that I'm doing. I'm gonna use like this color scheme, not this picture. We're not painting that. It's gonna be this color scheme. So like this really rich blue in the water with like a feeding of this beautiful, like almost crystal clear water to the front. And then we're gonna do this theme. So that color scheme with this theme of photo. So the photo itself is gonna have like a chair with an umbrella. We're not gonna use the grass, so we're gonna kind of eliminate the grass out of it, have this beautiful beach, no clouds, no clouds in the sky, with like, we'll have a couple of little minimal type clouds in the sky, just kind of something just a little wispy. And then you're gonna have the birds flying through with the really, really like deep colored water. And then that crystal colored water right at your feet is what we're doing, or is what I'm doing with the photo. So I'm kind of excited about that. This little bean. He's so stinking cute. Oh, my nose. But yeah, so I learned very quickly to make sure I take care of myself. Jay was just down the other day. He just went home yesterday. And so we all hung out. We had so much fun. Genuinely enjoy when he's here and I get to have his company. He'll be back again next week, so super excited. If everything goes to plan, he'll actually be moving down this way, so he'll finally be literally right like an hour and a half, 2 hours away, instead of on the other side of the United States. Because right now he's all the way on the East Coast and we're all the way over here, pretty much on the West Coast. So yeah, it's been a journey when it comes to getting visits and stuff like that done. But yeah, so he'll be out this way finally again. We're really excited about that. If everything works out the way we're hoping it will work out, then he'll be down this way. We kind of all need that because one, he hates the colder weather, and wow, my nose really is itching like crazy. He really hates the colder weather where he's at. He's not a cold weather person. He would prefer to live in a volcano if he could. I mean, he really genuinely likes the heat, the warm weather, whatnot. He does not like snow, rain, cold. He likes the dry, dark, bright days, sunny, hot, boiling your skin off kind of place. And so getting back this way is going to be great. And then we've got a whole bunch of stuff coming up in the next week. I'm not going to say any details, as you know, giving any kind of details of things kind of sometimes can sink your boat. And so we're leaving any details out, but we have a whole bunch of stuff coming up. So if I kind of go MIA on the channel for a while, that's going to be the reason why. Here, as soon as I'm done doing this live stream, I'm going to go and I'm going to watch the rest of the trial from today. I missed the live feed because I really had a lot of other things I had to get done today. So I missed the live feed of the Hannah Gutierrez Reed trial, the Rust trial. Everybody's calling it the Rust trial. When I started watching the trial, like the day before, like I've been following the case, but when it first started, I kind of was like really angry with like the whole situation and the fact that, you know, no matter which way you put down the frosting on this cake, the fact boils down to that certain person was responsible for certain things. I won't go into detail. If you guys haven't watched the case, go watch it. But if that person had done their job, this was my opinion before the trial started. If the person this one singular person had just done their job correctly and thoroughly, then no matter what the other person did or did not do, then the outcome would never have happened. The Halyna Hutchinson would not be dead right now if this one person had just done their job. But then as you've listened to the trial and you realize that there are certain things that were happening on the set, and there was a certain person in charge of several people, and this certain person took a plea deal, so they can't even be held accountable for any more of their actions, though they were the one who is solely responsible for all of the time allotments and payments and all that kind of stuff. And the person who was responsible for weapons, the armorer on set, was not given armorer time. For an entire movie set, right? An entire time that they were going to be doing filming, which by the way was weeks of filming, they were allotted only 8 hours of time to devote to armory. That's not okay. They should only be handling armory. If they're an armorer, that's the only job they should be doing. There should be nothing else being done by that person other than working in the armory section, working with these weapons, working with these bullets, with these rounds, checking things thoroughly. But not being given any time to do that means that things slip through the cracks. And being told that you are not allowed to stay after filming is done for the day or after wrap of the day. Everybody's cleared off the set and everything's locked up. So if you're not even allowed to stay after the fact, that means you still don't have time to go through and do a thorough examination of products that are brought in, that are part of the armory, that are being brought in during the day, that you haven't had a chance to go over yet and thoroughly inspect, which is what led to things happening. So I have a bit of a different viewpoint now, listening to the evidence that's been brought in, listening to the testimonies that have been presented, and now I'm like, yes, the armorer still has a responsibility, absolutely. But is the armorer completely at fault for the stuff that happened? No. There are other people that are at fault for leading to the fact that the armorer could not complete their job correctly. 8 hours on a movie set is not enough time in a 7-8 week window. That's literally not enough time to do a thorough examination of product that's brought in and out. Not enough time to go through every single piece of what was being brought there. It's just not enough time. And to be taken away from the responsibility of that and being pulled onto other projects on the set when guns and ammo are being handled, the armorers the job in Hollywood, an armorer's job is to never be out of sight of the weapons. The weapons should always be within their sight at all times. Even if they're just prop weapons, should always be in the armorer's sight. And the fact that this person was not allowed to be even in the room or on the set while they were using these things is a massive, massive no-no in the industry. And the person that's responsible for making that happen and causing that to happen won't face any extra charges just because they took a plea deal. So yeah, I'm mad in a way that that person was allowed to take a plea deal, but I'm also like in the air right now about how let's see here, let's do that. How all that can go down. How all that can go down without them being made to pay any consequences. So, you know, that's how things go. But we'll see. I'm going to watch I'm going to watch what I missed today of testimonies and see if there's anything else that comes to light or anything that might be like, that might change my mind. But watching the body cam footage and seeing her initial reaction to the incident, you get to see like the genuine, like first hand reaction to everything that was going on, and yeah, devastating. So Toby's just chewing away back there. What are you? I'm gonna go take this thing from him real quick. Hold on. Let me have that. I don't like you doing that. No. Let me have that. You don't need this right now. Because that, I need to cut that off of there. You don't need that on there. I don't know who thought to put that on there, on a toy for a big dog, but you have done cracked that off of there. No, you don't need that. That's dangerous. We'll get that redone for you. But anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to stop in and say hi to you guys. I haven't said hi to you guys in forever. Haven't talked to a lot of you in forever. So I just felt it was time to make sure I come in and say hey. Let you guys know that I didn't forget about you. Also, here's a question for you guys. Do you guys want me to go ahead and do a sit-down review, reaction type review to, what is it called? Avatar: The Last Airbender on Netflix. Now, here's what I'm thinking I'm going to do. Instead of doing reaction to it, I want to do a review. So, like, I'm going to sit with Sarah, because Sarah doesn't want to be on camera. Sit with Sarah, and we're going to watch Avatar: The Last Airbender. And then I will come on, and I will do a review and pull clips and go over clips and stuff with you guys and show, like, little clips here and there during my review and my opinion and whatnot of each episode. So that we can kind of go over, like, some of the stuff, because we've already seen the first episode. But we didn't really watch it. I think we were so busy with everything else. There was bits and pieces that we spotted and saw. And they changed quite a few things from the cartoon. Which, by the way, the animation, Avatar: The Last Airbender animation, is fantastic. It's one of our favorite things. And, like, we've probably watched the series, the entire 3-4 books already. And now, one thing I haven't started yet is Korra, The Legend of Korra, which I now definitely want to watch. But I'm just like, there's quite a few changes. I love the actors. They pulled some amazing actors. And Katara is being played by one of mine and Sarah's favorite people, who also plays in Anne with an E. And so we're super excited because she's now playing in Avatar, and we're really, really excited to see, like, her progression as the character and how the story unfolds. So, Tobias, please do not rip your bed apart. I just bought that bed. Literally every bed we've bought in him, he has ripped it to shreds in the first few days that we bought it. So I'm trying to get on him about doing that. Toby. Toby. Where you at? I know you're laying there. I can see you. I can see you. You think I can't see you? I told you I could see you. What are you doing? He's on that end. What are you doing? Why are you being a brat? Huh? Why are you being a brat? Tobias, what are you doing? What are you doing? You've got toys to chew on. Please don't destroy the brand new bed. You sleep on the bed. You don't destroy the bed. Yeah. He is so big. You guys have no idea what I mean by how big he is. This bed is actually quite high off the floor. I can't even touch the floor when I sit on this bed. That's just because I'm short as heck. But he is so big. Like, I don't even know if you guys can tell. Hold on. If I go stand next to the bed. Hold on. If I stand next to the bed comes up to my hip. Okay, the mattress comes up to my hip. There's my dog. My dog's body comes up above the bed, right? So his body is right about here. When he walks with me, he's right here. He's so stinking big. Like, oh, my foot hurts so bad. He is so big. Like, he's so huge. And he's just over 81 pounds now. What are you doing? And every time I sit down with these stupid pants, I want to roll. What are you doing? You going for your haircut? Yeah? I gotta call her in the morning. She said call her in the morning, see if she's got an opening. Yeah, otherwise you have to wait till Wednesday. We'll take you on Tuesday if we can get you in tomorrow. And go get a bath, get all your hair trimmed up, get your ears trimmed up. Yeah. Get your mohawk cut off, because I don't know what's going on with that mohawk. Yeah. He definitely is due for his bath. So I gotta call them and get him scheduled. She said just call tomorrow. They should have an opening. She's gonna try to get him in as soon as they've got the opening, which is great because she does so fantastic with him. He's such a good boy for her. But yeah, so take him in, get him a bath and a full haircut again. She said the great part about it is he's such a good dog when it comes to being up on the table that he'll get better and better with each time he goes. So that tail, that curled tail. He is such a brat. You guys have no idea. But like Jay and I were talking about, he is such a brat, but he's gonna make a really good dog. He's a really big brat. And yes, if you notice, he's not wearing a diaper, the male dog diaper, because over the last couple of weeks, we have been doing electrostimulation on him for his bladder and for that muscle. And we're seeing some improvement. We're at a point now where he's not constantly leaking. So that's good. Now, if he gets too overly excited, I'm not really doing anything, just chit-chatting, saying hi to everybody and whatnot. And of course, everybody's seeing Tobias back here being an absolute goober. Toby. Oh my goodness. What are you doing? Did you find your toy? Yeah. What are you doing? And by the way, you guys, this is an 8-month-old puppy. So he's almost 9 months. But he's huge. He's a huge pup. Yeah, he is such a cutie. Toby. Toby. Tobers. What are you doing over there? He's gonna go get his haircut and stuff done again tomorrow. He's usually a very shaggy dog. Like he's got lots of hair, but we keep it cut. We live in a really warm environment, so today was 82 degrees. I was not about it. No, hey, sweet boy. What are you doing, crazy butt? That curled tail. But yeah, so he'll get his bath and his hair cut again tomorrow. Yeah. He's a Great Dane. No, he's actually not. He is actually not Great Dane. He is a standard poodle and husky mix. Oh, that dog door is so loud. Holy cow, hopefully I didn't wake up the baby. Oh, he ain't even down yet. What the heck is he doing? Oh, he's just playing with his binky. Okay. I have the baby's monitor right here. Nugget. Can you find it? Okay, there he goes. He got it. So, he's laying down. Sorry, oh yeah, golden retriever, but thanks. Yeah, he went outside. He's got a dog door over here that's in the wall, but then when he comes in, he's in the little gated off spot for tonight. Once the baby goes down to bed, we gate him because otherwise he barrels up and down the staircase, which just causes a bunch of ruckus and will wake the baby. So baby is down for the night and whatnot, so. Wait. Did you find your other toy? Tobias? Hey, don't tear up your bed. We just bought him a brand new bed today. And he has a bad habit of ripping his beds to shred, like shreds them every single time. So he's being watched this time. Because those beds are not cheap. They're expensive. Or, you know, they're not cheap. It's $50 a pop every single time for the thinner beds for him. Because we bought him a bed that was $140. Can I have? Yeah. 1 moment. But we bought him one that was like $140 and he shredded it the same night. Like the same night. So, yeah. So we are watching him with this one because we don't want him just sleeping on the floor. Like, come on, who wants their dog to just sleep on the floor? But we do live in a hotter environment, so I think his biggest thing is he likes sleeping out here on the tile. Wait. My daughter. Stop it. She's such a bonehead. Let's see here. All right, let's go. Send. I don't think I have the thing linked on there, so let's see what I can do. It's gonna go from. Is it gonna come off of that or no? I don't even know if it'll come off of that. Did that clear yet, or do I have to wait? No. Boy. I may have to link that up. Okay, I do. Okay, good. We can do it from that. Next. All right. Done. Okay. Thank you. What? It was just this. It was just this that ding. You good? But as I was saying though, so as those that have been following the channel for a while, you all know that we talked about Toby and after he had his surgery, doing the tests and stuff on his bladder and trying to help correct the issue that he has. And so we are seeing improvements, which is really, really a positive. So we're going to continue the stimulation therapy, which is electrotherapy. So we're hoping that with that over some time, we'll see a much better improvement. He's also taking a steroid on little boober snoot to hopefully encourage that muscle to mature. As of right now, it's not a very mature muscle. It looks like it was like underdeveloped. So we're trying to mature the muscle, even though it's not the most developed muscle. They're trying to mature it with some steroid and stimulate with electrotherapy, stimulation therapy. We're seeing improvement. We're hoping that we can get an improvement enough that if we get it to a certain point, the vet will go ahead and do a corrective surgery. But we can't, like, doing surgery right now would be completely pointless because of the fact that the muscle is just not mature enough. So if we can get him to a point where he can get the surgery, then we should finally have a pup that can go out in public and in public spaces. But no guarantees, so I'm not going to hold out too much like, oh, we may have a chance of getting him to be a service dog, because I think that ship sailed. He's already now going to be 9 months old. It would have been nice to have him head out for his training a month ago, which he would have gone off and been with the training facility already. But that's not going to happen. I'm gonna go say hi to Toby for me. Yeah, his name is Toby, or Tobias is his name, but we call him Toby for short. But thank you, and you have a great day. Okay, well, have a good night. Good night, Joseph. Yeah, he's doing good. Good, he's actually laying down. So yeah, so I don't usually get a chance to get on here. Things are so busy with the grandbaby and stuff like that. So I've been trying recently to take more time like away from things, but I've been doing a lot more painting, a lot more projects. I'm gonna probably gesso this. I tried to do a paint project and it just did not come out the way I had planned, and the acrylic paint was so thin, I kept getting these really big swirls in the paintbrush. I was getting little bits of like brush stroking. It was just really annoying. Hi, Chris. How are you? And so yeah, that project I washed off the canvas as much as I could, but because I used black paint, it didn't do so good. Oh no, you're fine, Joseph. You're totally fine. And have a good night. Okay, get lots of rest. But yeah, so I'm gonna gesso that, re-prep it, let it dry. Because like I said, I used black paint as a background color, and then the rest of the thing just didn't come out right. And so definitely wasn't pleased with it. And so I was like, it's fine, we can hang it up in the baby's room. I'm like, that's the thing about art. If the artist isn't pleased with it, they are sure as heck not gonna display it. And they're also not going to be okay with it being like purchased or whatnot. They're going to dispose of the paint of the project, or they're going to redo the project. Everyone's good, so I'm going to definitely repaint that, or like I said, I'm going to gesso it, and we'll go from there. After I gesso, hopefully the gesso will cover it. It'll re-prep the surface. And we'll go from there. We'll do something totally different. I think what I might do is, like someone had said on there, kind of do something more galaxy styled. So I think what I'll do is get it gessoed, and then I don't think it's going to cover everything very good. I don't know. But then I'll probably resurface it black again, and then this time do more of a really like pop of color type, like purples and like bright magenta, with maybe even some of this brighter Caribbean blue. I got 2 different yellows, by the way. You probably can't, I love that you can't even tell. So we've got bright yellow, right? And then we've got canary yellow. And if you see these together, then you can actually see the difference in them. So let's see here. Yeah, so now you can actually see the difference in color when you put the 2 colors together. So you can see that this one, you can even go like this and see that one is really like a deeper color, whereas this one's like a really lemony, like bright. So you got canary yellow and bright yellow. So you got bright yellow, canary yellow. They only had one type of orange. I was kind of hoping they'd have something a little bit richer. They only had a pumpkin orange, and I was not quite happy with this. It's kind of what I have to make deal with, but like I can darken this using some black or some what do they call this, pewter gray. So I do got my pewter gray. But if that doesn't work, then I can definitely add some white to it to kind of lighten it and brighten it up a bit. Maybe even mix a bit of canary in it to kind of give it more of a brighter orange that I'm looking for, like a sunset orange. So that's kind of fun. They did, though, have two really good greens. They had Christmas tree green and spring green. So they really did have two really good greens that I was looking for. But yeah, I got true navy in the blues, but I ended up with the 4 blue colors that I really, really wanted, so I'm really happy with that. And then I also got the 2 different reds. So we've got, like, most people are never going to be able to tell the difference between these, but they're super different in paint. So you've got bright red and crimson red. So you can see, like, there's the darker in the, it's called bright red, but it's a much darker red than the crimson. Crimson's more of like a really bright, like highlighted red versus bright red. So I did the painting Starry Night for my parents, and that's awesome. Yeah, I'm doing a beach themed painting for my aunt for her new place. So she has the 2 bathrooms in her place, and I made her a beach painting a couple months back, and she absolutely loves it. It's up in her bathroom now. But because the one side wall is really large wall, but there's like nothing there, she has nothing to put there, she commissioned me to see if I would make her a larger painting. Now, I am doing commissions on art, but only for family and friends right now, because I am like building up my, I guess you'd say, my, what's the word, my portfolio, so to speak. So I'm trying to take and make pictures or make paintings, take photos of those paintings and show like my artwork. One of the ones that I did that I really genuinely love, it's my big painting here of like the forest set with like the running stream going over the rocks with the tree that has lost all of its greenery. I love this. Jay saw this painting this week. I finally, because I had the painting out, and he absolutely fell in love with this painting. He was like, I don't know why, but I remember. He goes, that's literally the creek in our backyard from when I was a kid. And I was like, really? And he told me the whole story of this creek from when he was a kid and how it had the upstream area that flowed down and hit a bunch of little drop-offs. And that's kind of what I've done here, where the stream starts further back and has this large drop-off that like has a 3-tier drop-off into the flowing portion that comes down in front. And he absolutely loves this. So I'm not going to get rid of this or sell this. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in an actual frame, because we're getting some dings on these corners, so I want to be careful with it. But this was one of the styles that I would love to do if I'm going to do any sort of like commission type work. The other thing she wants me to do for her, which we're going to do in a couple weeks, is we're making one that's going to have, she's going to figure out what color backing she wants on it, but it's going to have a statement on it for her other bathroom. So her second bathroom is going to have more of like a, I don't know, it's kind of like a pop culture type feel. So the painting's going to have a word project on it. So something that's going to have like an inspirational quote of some sort for the bathroom on it. So she's trying to decide like what she wants it to say. And then I will, start the work on that. So I did start sketching. I have not sketched in so long, like a long time. But I started sketching Jay. And he got to see the sketch and he was like, wow, okay. I said, the only thing I personally don't like on the sketch is the eyes, because eyes are a really hard one to do. And I'm really crap at them. And I've still got a lot of work on getting them to look like they have life in them. Yeah, I know. I read that story. But yeah, I love it. I don't care either way. Starry Night is absolutely a beautiful painting. Excuse me. So yeah, it's still a beautiful painting. My kids went to school up in Oklahoma at an arts academy, and at the arts academy, the big, huge wall mural at the arts academy was Starry Night. I mean, it was a massive wall, and it was just the entire painting of Starry Night. It was gorgeous. So, we got a Toby back. We've got a Toby. Do not chew that bed. Tobias. I know what you're doing. Hey. I know what you're doing. You're chewing on the edge of the bed. Cut it out. Oh yeah, and I got a carpet, like a small rug. As you guys know, I've told you about this downstairs room. It has concrete floor. And now we know exactly why. I'll explain that story later. But it has all concrete flooring, right? It hasn't had a finished flooring in here. And this goofball, I bought a brand new carpet to put down on that side, because when he comes in and out, he drags dirt in and out. And I wanted a carpet to be able to catch that so I could vacuum it. Because if it gets on the tile, it just goes, or on the concrete, it just goes everywhere. And it's so hard to get up because it's concrete, so it's coarse, and so it kind of gets stuck in the concrete. So even sweeping it, you just don't get all of it off of there. And I can't pressure wash it in here because it's inside. So we bought the carpet, and he shredded the carpet through the night, overnight. Toby's not new. We've had Toby now since August. As you know, we've had Toby since August. He's the pup that I got was going to become my service dog. But after having him for quite some time, we had noticed that he had issues with his bladder. And I thought maybe he would outgrow it because he's a puppy. He has not, and it had gotten much worse. When he had his neuter done, we discovered why he had such a bad bladder and why he has what the doctor calls complete incontinence of the bladder. He has a very underdeveloped, immature muscle that clamps off the bladder from the urethra. So it was just constantly weak and kind of just sitting open. And during his surgery, they got no reaction from it when they did some electro stimulation with it. Even 2 weeks after his surgery, they wanted to try the test again, and they didn't get enough of a response. Like, they got some mild response, but not enough of a response to clear him. So he has now been doing therapy, electrotherapy on his bladder, on that muscle by the bladder, and doing steroids. So he's on a steroid and electrotherapy stimulation for that muscle, with the hopes that we can mature it enough, at least build up its strength and maturity so that we can do surgery. If we can get it mature enough, then we do surgery. If not, then he just has what he has, and he won't qualify, or he doesn't qualify. He's missed his qualification window for service training, for now anyway. But I don't see it happening in the future either. So we'll have to reevaluate down the road, but I really don't see that becoming a thing. And then on top of that, oh, my rib cage has a really bad muscle spasm right now, you guys. I'm so sorry. So no, he's not new. He's the one that we've been posting about that has gotten so big. Absolutely not, Mr. Tobias. He is so big for an 8-month-old puppy. He is now 82 pounds, or 81 pounds and 81.8 pounds. So he is really close to 82 pounds. And oh, that muscle spasm is really hurting. So yeah, he is a big boy for being a puppy. And yeah, he missed his window for heading out to training. Is he going to be a buff? No, not at all. That's not that kind of steroid. It's definitely not that kind of steroid. This is strictly a steroid injection that's done into the muscle itself. So it's not one that he's taking by mouth. He's not taking the steroid like internally. This is strictly an injection straight into the muscle that they're trying to mature. So they give the steroid injection and wait 15 minutes, and then they do electrotherapy on the muscle. So, but like I said, right now, the biggest positive that we've had out of it, and I'm totally happy about, and if that's what we get out of it, then cool, is that he doesn't have to wear diapers inside anymore, because somebody doesn't, he's laying down, somebody doesn't leak everywhere anymore. Before we started the therapy, just him walking around, he would leave a trail of urine everywhere. Because he had no way to close off the bladder. So he would just leak. He would sleep at night and his whole bed would be soaked by morning because his bladder doesn't close off. So positive that we've seen with the treatment is that he no longer needs diapers in the house. He does, however, if he does get excited or gets like worked up, it's a no holds barred. It just releases his bladder everywhere. So we do everything we can not to let him get excited while inside the house. We try to keep things very low key, very mellow with him indoors. So we're working on that indoor type behavior so that way he doesn't. Chris Tonks passed away back in March last year. That's a soft subject for me, but his ashes sit right over here on the shelf, and yeah, we had to say goodbye to Tonks a year ago, this coming March. So yeah, he got real sick real fast. Like he just went downhill really fast a year ago. So yeah, I posted about that on Instagram and whatnot. He's got a beautiful ashes box, so I have his box here that has his ashes in it. They did such a great job with it. They also made his ornament that we've got that hangs. It's like a thing with his paw print and stuff. So yeah, I have all that over here. But yeah, that's a really hard subject. I have pictures of him in his final week with us, and I didn't even realize it until we looked back and I was making a collage photo thing for him. Just how drastic the change was. He went from, almost 75-pound dog. When the day we said goodbye to him, he was down to 42 pounds. Oh, did you find your piggy? So yeah, he lost a drastic amount of weight, over half his body weight, in the last 2 weeks that he was alive. Like the vet had said, we started him on heart medication. Oh, thank you, Carly. We had started him on heart medication because he was definitely dealing with heart failure. And we thought for sure he would probably be a good 6 months to a year on the medication. And that wasn't the case. He had about 2 months, roughly. I think we got about just almost 8 weeks of him seeming to be pretty good. His health stayed good, his weight stayed up. But then the last 2 weeks, he just went downhill real fast. And we knew, he pretty much knew, he pretty much, that animals will let you know when they're done. And no matter how you feel about it or want to try to fight to keep them here, you have to look at what's better for them versus selfish for you. And yeah, he was 13 years old and he put up one hell of a fight in those last few weeks. But yeah, it was time to say goodbye, and it was rough. Let me tell you what, rough. So it was 6 months before I decided with this goofball. And I knew if I was going to do it, we needed to do, something that was going to be a worker. And he's not going to be a working dog. So a bit more than what we were bargaining for with this goofball. But I can't see life without this goof, because he's so, he is such a goober. And Carlisle absolutely loves him. And right now, we still don't let them play alone together or even in the same space together yet, because this one just he doesn't realize he's that big of a puppy. He just doesn't realize his size, and we don't want the baby getting hurt. So for both of their safety, and as responsible people, we don't let them play in the same space together. If we go outside together, like all of us go outside together, he stays on the lead with the face lead on, with the gentle lead, which allows us more control of him so that way he doesn't accidentally knock the baby over. But Carlisle just adores him. We've got some of the best pictures of the two of them together and the big face huggies and stuff like that with these two. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's, wow, what a long life. Yeah. Tonks outlived quite a significant length of time, according to like his breed. The fact that he lived as long as he did is a testament to, I guess you'd say, like the vet even said, was his lifestyle. He was very active. We kept him very active. We were really strict about his diet and his dietary needs, as well as he was a working dog. As you guys know, he was a working dog who went to work with me every single day. He was amazing at his job. Even when we retired him, he didn't know he was retired, and he still wanted to continue to work. So, yeah, I mean, right up to the very end, he was still trying to do his job, and he didn't have to. He could just take life easy and be just free and, you know, day at a time to just relax. But that wasn't his thing. He liked being actively doing something. And so, yeah, I don't think I'll ever find another dog that was so dedicated like that. This one right here, he's such a goof. You guys have no clue. Like, training wise, he's so smart, right? He's super smart, picks up commands, stuff like that so well. It's the in-between time when he's just left to his own devices, like just to be in the house, right? To just chill out. He's not the brightest. So we get quite a lot of giggles and laughs, and I think I've even had a moment where I laughed so hard I cried because of this dog. Also, I've had quite a couple of injuries because of him. He has plowed me over, has knocked me down, has tripped me up. But the biggest one is him literally plowing into me, like running across the room and jumping full in and knocking me over. Because he's so full of energy. And that I'm going to put into the fact that he's a husky, that he's got husky in him. He is just super high energy. And so we, every day, me and him, we go into the front of the property, which is a big, huge property, as you guys have seen on camera. My back just locked up and I can't move. Oh, shit. Well, that sucks. That sucks. But I take him out front, and this dog just runs and runs and runs and runs and runs and runs and runs. And I try to put myself in a place where he can't knock me over. So usually I'm over by one of the trees, and I just let him go completely berserk. His zoomies probably last 20 to 30 minutes of him just running like a greyhound and just booking it around the yard. I mean, all over. And then he finally comes over and plops down in the grass. Once he plops down in the grass, I know then I can kind of work with him. That means he's wore himself out. He's done being insano. And then I'll take him and I'll walk him with the lead on, do some command work with him. But I know not to even try any command work with him when his energy is pent. Like, it's got to be let out. It's got to get run off. And doing that with him has made huge improvements in his command training, which is great. I want him to still be able to be where if I call him over, even when he's going ballistic, by the way, the one thing I've worked on him from very beginning, even with letting him off lead and going crazy, is recall. And his recall is perfection. He is supposedly, from what we were told, he is standard poodle and husky mix. The vet, however, we're still waiting for the results to come back. The vet is pretty certain at this point that he has Irish Wolfhound in him. With the size alone of him, the vet says he's pretty sure this dog has some form of Wolfhound. His hair as well, even though we were told he has poodle and husky in him, his hair isn't quite what you expect from a poodle. We think he might have husky Irish Wolfhound. because the style of hair that he has, and it is crazy, and it's already all growing back. We just had him cut all his hair cut. Like I had him shaved down almost a month ago, not even quite a month ago, and he's going in hopefully tomorrow. It'll either be tomorrow, but if not tomorrow, he'll go Wednesday. But we're trying to get him in sooner. He's going to go in tomorrow if we can get him in to get a full shampoo again and another shaving. Because the hair just grows back crazy. Like I'll show you guys a picture of him before his haircut and then what he looks like with his haircut now, as you've seen. Let's see here. Where is the goofy boy before the haircut? So this is him before the haircut. Okay, so all that crazy hair. Then we went and took him and got his haircut. Where is that picture? And that's him with all the haircut. So, gets his little puppy face back. Yeah, he's super freaking cute. He's cute, but he's also a total bonehead. So, but this was the side-by-side I posted of him before and after. So his before the haircut and after the haircut. Very drastic change. But he is a very big dog. So, like I said, I'm 5 foot. Okay, I'm 5 foot tall. And when I stand up next to my bed, the bed comes right to my hip. Well, I would have said hi, Adrian, anyway, because you popped in to chat. But hi, Adrian, how are you? So, yeah, he's big. He's almost 82 pounds, and he stands taller than the bed. Like when we go for walks, his back is the height of my hip. So he walks at hip height to me, which is crazy because we never expected to get a dog that was going to be that big. I've been around quite a few standard poodles. They're nowhere near that size. And I've been around huskies, and they're nowhere near that size either. So, yeah, he's a big dog. But anyhow, I wanted to get on here and hang out with you guys for a little bit, only because I have been MIA. But you guys have to let me know if you guys like the thought of doing a review of the episodes versus doing a reaction. Because Sarah wants me to watch them with her. And if I watch them with her, I can't film the reaction to watching each episode. So I would probably like to do more so of a review of each episode. And maybe even do like a review of the episode in contrast and comparison to, and compare during the review, compare it to how the animation version of it is and how many episodes of animation are in each episode of the live action. Because that's something we noticed. We watched episode 1, or I should say we started to watch episode 1. We kind of got sidetracked at a bunch of other things, so we kind of didn't really watch the episode. We need to actually sit down and watch the episode. But it looks like it's multiple episodes of the first season in one episode, from what it looks like. So I'm not sure if this series, if there's going to be a season 2, or if this is literally 8 episodes and that's going to be it, and it's covering, I don't remember how many books it is of Avatar: The Last Airbender. I know that there's several books. I think it's 3 books 1, 2, and 3. I don't know if they're breaking it down to where it's like 2 episodes per book of the Avatar: Last Airbender animation series. So don't know yet. But it looks like the first episode of it covered a significant part of book 1. And I was a little like, what? I saw 2 Great Danes. Oh my God, there's people down the road here that have Great Danes. They have one that's like gray with, I guess the coat color is called Merle. Merle, I think is how they say it, which is like gray with black with some white. The dog is gorgeous and he's huge. I'm like, I know Toby's big for the age that he is and from the breed we were told he was. Now he has had blood work put in, and I was told it takes quite a while to get it back. So we're just waiting for his little DNA testing to come back, because we really do want to know what we're working with breed wise. So we are waiting on that. But yeah, he is much larger than we anticipated. Even the vet is shocked because they also see two of his other litter mates that came from the exact same litter. And they're nowhere near Toby's size, like at all. Toby has them both beat out by about, for his sister that looks just like him. He has a sister that literally looks exactly like him, goofy hair and all. And she's barely even tipping 40 pounds at this point. And then his brother, who is very short-coated, flat-coated, right? Has not a single stitch of curly hair or long hair or anything, just a really smooth coat like Tonks's coat was. And he is almost 50 pounds. And here we've got Toby, who is their litter mate, who is popped off over here at almost 80 pounds, which is crazy. And the people that have his siblings, we all talk online, and they were like, he is massive. Like, what in the heck? That dog is huge. I'm like, yeah, I know. None of us expected him to be this big. Like, we wanted him to be, because he was the biggest of the litter. We knew we wanted him to be on the bigger side, at least 65 pounds full grown. And the vet has stated we're looking at roughly 90 to 100 pounds full grown with him. Because he's kind of started to plateau a bit. So he was gaining roughly about 12 pounds every 2 weeks during his vaccinations and neuters and stuff, his neuter and all that. But every appointment, every 2 weeks that he went in, he was gaining around 12 pounds every 2 weeks. So we're like, what in the heck is happening? This dog is growing at a rapid rate. Which is why the vet was so weirded out by the fact that he has such an underdeveloped muscle in the bladder. So yeah, that's fun. So anyway, oh my god, my shoulder hurts. I think it's just because I had that muscle spasm. And this bra is the worst. I'm never buying one of these again. I'm gonna throw this thing away. Oh, the joys of being a female. But anyway, so we have a lot of like stuff coming up soon. And like I said, I'm not going to say nothing about what we're doing, just that we have things coming up. We're also planning the baby's birthday, so we got to figure the rest of that out. I think we're pretty sure we're doing it here, but I know I need to go online and order more ball pit balls, because he needs more ball pit balls to finish filling up the ball pit that we have for the party, because that's going to be fun. And then I ordered stuff online, so Carlisle's cup, I don't even think it's going to be here yet. He is Gigantic. That's a good one. Yeah, gigantic and huge all in one. Go here, grab this again and see where it's at, because we've been waiting for Carlisle's cup to get here from USPS. Let's check it. Track that package. Hey, it's expected to be here on Friday. No, not Friday. It's expected to be here tomorrow. It is in Bullhead City. All right, it'll be here tomorrow. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. So Bubby's thing will be here tomorrow. And now go into here. Let's see if I got my email for mine. Thank you. I don't know why you're saying that. I literally made the payment today, so why are you sending me that at 7 o'clock this evening? Yeah, that should be good. Okay, that's good. No, there we go. And let me see my order number. Where's my shipping note? Usually they give you a shipping number. It says it'll be here in, like, why would it take that long? Why pay for expedited shipping if it's going to take it 2 weeks to get here? Just stick with the regular shipping then if that's the case. I'm actually surprised they didn't give me the thing. There we go. Yeah, I already know that thing. I just want to look at my order. No, I don't want that. Yeah, that's fine. I want to look at my order. Oh, that's going to be nice. I got Sarah a new water bottle, and then we got Bubby one as well, and then myself. This dog has OCD. Yup, obvious cuteness disorder. Yeah, and every time he gets his haircut, it's a whole level of, oh my gosh, so cute. Can I get the shipping number? So it hasn't even been shipped yet. It's been 2 days. Okay, so my King's Coast coffee will be here soon, which is good. I don't know why. I already paid you guys for today. I don't know why you need me to talk to you again. Oh, that's that one from way long time ago. Okay, so my King's Coast coffee will be here soon, and Carlisle's new water cup will be here tomorrow, because we use the Circle water bottles. Oh, mine's all the way on the other side. We use the Circle water bottles with the little pods, which, by the way, are fantastic. And you can adjust the pod to like more flavor versus less flavor. We always do it on the less flavor, just because they can be too overwhelming. But I bought a smaller water bottle for myself so that I'm not drinking so much water, especially after my scare this week. So, oh my God, I remember when we did that. Best $70 ever spent, and I still have it. The only thing we don't like about it now is that over the last 2 years that we've had it, thank you, Neil, it has gotten so loud. The motor in it is so loud. So if we try to watch a movie with it, it is obnoxious. Well, I remember when the two of them were left to get adopted. Hercules and Elsa. God, looking back at some of the things that were going on a year, like this time several years ago, wow. Don't quit on us now. cannot find his binky. We got his outfit off again. Hold on. Let me call his mommy. Hold on. He's really upset. Oh, I wanted to get some of that one stuff for the carpet today and I forgot. What? Is she like in the shower or something? Like what's happening? Hello? Oh, that one's pretty. All right, guys, I'm going to go because I can't get Sarah on the phone from upstairs, so I'm going to go so that I can go help little guy out. All right, you guys, I'll talk to you later.